Hey everyone, I'm back. I had to do it all over again because the first thing got cut off. So we're going to talk about the Whitney Houston estate that's upset over the Jerrod Carmichael joke. First of all, it's pathouston that's mad, all right? But still, I'm going to basically, read to you what she said, and then I'm going to, give you my opinion. So she pretty much, as in pathouston, she pretty much stated that the joke was tasteless and that she was disappointed. And it reads that the Whitney Houston estate is disappointed in the joke and felt it was in poor taste. And she also said that, the joke was in poor taste and that she was disappointed and felt it was in poor taste, according to the New York Post. Now, it didn't really elaborate so much on the joke because, a lot of people feel as though you can't joke about Whitney Houston no matter what. And I agree with that. When she was here on this earthly plane, there was jokes spoken about her. There was some that she actually thought were funny. But the problem is that Whitney Houston is no longer here. So once a person is no longer here, you can't really defend. They're not here to defend themselves. But what he stated was not a lie. It was just 10% of it wasn't as accurate. The hotel did not murk Whitney Houston. It wasn't a hotel that did that to her. Making the comment of, stating that, this is a hotel that pretty much, killed Whitney Houston. No. What went on in that hotel was upsetting. That's the thing. The problem with him was, not him. The problem with it more so than anything is that pathouston knows that this is a bad look for the estate. Because if a murder happened, because she was there that day, because her brother, Ray, was the bodyguard. If this happened, it's a bad look for you, and it's a bad look for everyone around you. It's a bad look for the estate. Because it's like, where were you that you couldn't protect Whitney from these bad people? Like I said, Ray J, Raffles Van Exel, and Brandy Burnside Boyd. There's a video of you all running out when her body was still in that hotel, and Brandy and Ray J, you all laughed. And then you came around Bobby Christina again, and then Bobby Christina was found in that tub in her townhouse. Water included, just like her mother. Come on with it. The optics of it don't look good. So pathouston is going to be upset over that. It's making her look bad. But see, here's my thing. I don't care about pathouston's feelings. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't care what nobody say. When pathouston made that video, that call, and it was actually Whitney. No, it was actually her daughter's cousin that leaked it. It was a cousin. It was Michael Houston's son that leaked the audio. He recorded every dirty thing she said about Whitney and Bobby Christina. That's why I don't think that she should be running the estate. I said it. She shouldn't be running that estate. I've been saying this from jump. And Sissy is old. I don't want to say old, but Sissy Houston is 89 years old. She will be 90 this year. She can't do it. Okay? She can't do it. And pathouston shouldn't do it because you didn't even like Whitney. You couldn't, it's been alleged that she couldn't wait for Whitney Houston to basically, boom, 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 so that she could take over. It's been alleged. That's evil. That's evil at its finest. And there are so many times I'm like, I really would hope that it's not true. But, and I'm not talking about, the murder thing. I'm talking about when it comes to, the allegation that she was involved. It's like, you don't want that to be true because that's your sister-in-law. But when people say, oh, Whitney didn't even rock with her like that. Whitney didn't trust her. Then it's like, well, okay, maybe something did go down with Pathouston and Whitney. With Pathouston had her hands in the pot. You never know. But I spoke about Pathouston half a decade ago. And I will be speaking about her again because the anniversary of my upload where I spoke about the conversation that was caught on tape where she insulted both Whitney and Bobby Christina, I'm going to post that. I'm going to post the link to it and I'm going to have it placed back in the algorithm because I think that it needs to be heard again because something shady went down, particularly when you look at what happened with Bobby Christina. And then the fact that the day before Whitney, I will always say, was murked, Bobby Christina was in the tub. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. And then also, too, the movie, supposedly Pathouston knew her in the 80s. When Gary was married to Monique. He was married to a woman named Monique. And supposedly, the marriage broke up because he met Pat. And Pat at the time was a model. And she was a legitimate model. A lot of people don't know that. Pathouston was a model. And she was a singer also. And she was trying to make it. And her and Gary, they used to duet. In clubs, they used to tour. A lot of people don't know that. So you never know. It could be some truth to this. That's why I always say, you never know. But, yeah. I don't like Pathouston at all. I don't trust her. I think that she is evil. And that's all I have to say. With that being said, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for listening and tuning in. And every time I speak about Whitney Houston, I always say justice for Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina. And reopen that case. And if it's joke is what it takes to reignite law enforcement's interest in Whitney Houston and even Bobby Christina, then let it be. Because sometimes the Most High have a strange way of, getting the truth out and bringing justice. And maybe so he's using Jerrod Carmichael, a black gay man, to do it. And to say it in comedy. All right? So take care. Have a great evening. Be safe out there. And watch who you call a friend. All right? Later.